Hey, Aaron.
Hello.
Hey, it's Gareth and Janet here.
Hi.
And we're getting off the ship today in Victoria, Canada. And there's a couple of gangways. And we waited in the casino in line for half an hour or so. Oh, there's another gangway down there. Yeah, so probably won't make that mistake twice. We're kind of in a hurry. We're on the Crown Princess, by the way, and we're trying to walk up to downtown to catch a bus to Butchart Gardens, public bus. So we're going to see if we can make it. Of course, it's after 2 p.m. here, so they could actually close on us before we can make it up there. But
we don't have to be back on the ship until 9:30, so whatever happens.
ambulances, I wonder if those are just ready, at the ready, or if there's an issue. See, there's nobody in line there. Maybe next time. Hi!
How we are doing? All okay?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Okay.
Oh! Should have picked that up. Yeah! Oh, it's a Canada floaty sign. Anyway, welcome to Victoria, Canada, the sign says. And Crown Princess, that sign says. So you pass through this little terminal. There is no border inspection or anything, so don't worry about that. Declare your cannabis. These are some of the performers. She did the Whitney Houston show on board a couple nights ago. So I guess she's getting off. So there's lots of information. There's a visitor center, brochures, signs. The shuttle, I think, is like $12 or something, take you to where we're walking. So there's pedicabs, there's rickshaws, there's horse carriages. See that? Taxis, buses, whatever floats your boat. Tours too. Bike rentals. Hi, thank you.
Where's home for you guys?
Hey, you were here 11 days ago.
I was.
We were here too.
California. California.
Straight up Dallas Road left.
So she's yelling out directions. We're gonna go to the left a little bit and cut through the residential area. If you want to see Fisherman's Wharf, watch one of our other videos we made here in Victoria.
We might be able to go that way on the way back.
We've crossed the street. Look at that. We're going to make a right on the next street we come to. There's the ship. We're just going to go straight up this way and cut across over to the inner harbor. We're walking up St. Lawrence Street. We have about a mile to walk. Google Maps says it's going to take us 26 minutes. Maybe it's more than a mile. But, you know, we're halfway to the bus stop right now. And we've only been walking, 10 minutes maybe. So we've been coming down St. Lawrence, and you should know, for future reference, that that's Fisherman's Wharf. That's the sign, that's the parking lot, and it's right there where all those masts are. She goes, oh, look at the wood horse. Gallery and Gift. Studio 106. Staff only. Trattoria Il Covo. As we came around the bend there, Kingston became Montreal. Now Montreal also goes back down to the port. So had we turned right from the port, we could have taken Montreal. You get it? And now we're going to bend around again and become another street. Quebec.
Across?
Yeah, sure. And there's signs there directing us Fisherman's Wharf that way, Inner Harbor this way. We're headed for the Inner Harbor. Look at that. So now Quebec curves around and becomes Pendray. Still kind of the same street, they just, as they turn, they get a different name. But there's the Inner Harbor right in front of us. So our watches say we've walked 1 mile since the port, and there is a sea walk, you know, along here. Goes to Fisherman's Wharf. Now we're on Belleville, and keep in mind that we haven't really made a right turn or a left turn. We've just made bends in the road, and each time we make a bend it becomes a different road. This is the ferry terminal. Ferry boats. We won't be taking one of those today, I don't think. So here's a better look at the ferry terminal. This is the Inner Harbor. Cars driving up on that ferry. This is the ferry office, terminal, whatever. We've got the Grand Pacific Hotel over here. And we're almost to the bus stop now. This is the famous steamship terminal. And they sell tours right here. We don't have time to stop, but I think we went in there in our last video. There's a totem, which means we're over to Parliament or the Legislative Building right there across the street. Of course, that's what the Inner Harbor looks like. There's a nice map of it here. You are here, and we're trying to get to there. So we're going to walk up to this next signal and cross the street. There's the Fairmont Empress Hotel. You might just know it as the Empress, where they have the famous high tea. Right there. Empress Hotel. Royal BC Museum. Oh wait, it just changed. Oh, but the doors are closed.
Just wait.
So bus 75 is the bus we want. We're on bus 75. That's the right bus. That's what Janet said. We bought an all-day bus pass for $5. Of course, if we'd had 5 Canadian, that's all it is. But we gave them US. They don't get change. They don't exchange rate. So, but we're off. And it's been about half an hour it took us from the ship. And he said about 45 minutes to Butchart Gardens. We are going to make a left here and go behind the Empress Hotel, but you should know that that's Beacon Hill Park. And if we were walking today, we would probably walk down Douglas Street, which is this, and through the park. It ends up on the coast, kind of about a half mile from where the ship stopped. This is the museum. The totem part. See all the totems? And there's more over there. And, you know, the long houses. I think the last time we were here, we walked into that church and shot some 360 of it. There's City Hall. Centennial Square. We've been on the bus about half an hour now. Not quite halfway there. We've made several stops. People get on, get off. We're on like a freeway now, but every couple of miles we get off and make a bus stop and then get back on. So bumpy road in a forest, but we're almost there. There was a sign back there that said the Butchart Gardens. Well, I think we're here, and the bus is going to drive right into it. You know, even though it's a public bus. Over 100 years in bloom.
And the last
So we're
bus.
getting off the bus. Hey, where's the ticket booth? I guess over here. I see a sign that says tickets. So there's a ticket booth right here. 2 adults was $76.70 Canadian, right? $38.35 each. So there are washrooms here right next to the ticket office, and there's the entrance. Not where it says no entry though. So it has one of these signs. So they gave us a flower and plant guide. And it's a good thing because apparently there are a lot of flowers around here. So that looks like a gift shop, and those look like flowers. And that looks like a giant chest and a water wheel. I think it's decorative. Oh well, there's several stores, probably restaurants too. And so I guess we're not really in there yet, although we showed them our tickets back there. You know, they scanned them. Visitor center. Once you get in here, there's several paths, sidewalks, routes, whatever.
This says start here.
But we're going to start here. Look, the snail's leaking.
Those are upside down piers.
Including a rhododendron. And bees. So here's the hanging gardens. And the gardens in the rocks. It's a very shady place, and you know, we're way out of town, like in the forest, you might say. I'm gonna detour to this red one. Wow, look at that. So, needless to say, they have a lot of flowers here. And most of them are at peak bloom, I would say. Here's some tulips, lots of them. So you can see how big it is. Of course, this is just part of it. It's up steps to Sunken Garden. This is like a redwood forest. See that? If you could smell it, it smells like a lumber yard. Wait a minute. So we're there. Of course, I'm recording on both cameras simultaneously. Oh, this is a sunken garden. This must be an elevator to get down. Oh, look at this. It's Looks like a stump. No, that's not an elevator.
Must be this path we're talking about. Instead of going down the stairs, you can do the ramp. So let's go this way.
No, let's take the stairs. Then we can walk through. Ooh, look. So we're going down the stairs into the sunken garden, they call it. And there's a few stairs, but they're very shallow, not tall. Easy walking down. Maybe not so easy coming up. Well, they sure like these, don't they? They're everywhere. They look like little butterflies. Look at this. And then there's this little tiny purple ones. The rhododendrons and the azaleas, boy, they're in full glory. If you came here looking for peace and quiet, you're probably in the wrong place. But look at these things. There's a plastic chain here, which means they don't want me over there. Not that I don't want to go over there, but they don't want me over there.
I have 47%.
There's a lot more to walk through, right?
I think so.
Wow.
Oh, they got, you guys got
GoPro, GoPro, GoPro. Oh man, almost. So there's planter here and there's no chain, but
I think it's to keep you out of the grass, not to make it comfy.
little pond over here. Come into another section here. see fountains. Wow, look at that. It's so, wow, just weird looking, right? Guy's almost screaming at his phone. Anyway, it's pretty cool looking. So this must be the Ross Fountain Lookout. Janet says it was the first thing built here at Butchart Gardens. Now there's some normal sized bees. And there are a lot of them. I wonder what the rate of bee stings is here. We've come across a little pond here. Maybe a weeping willow there. And a lot of people.
I think that that's so inventive. Au contraire, in terms of the dollar store, I think it's really inventive. How stupid would it be? Oh, that would be
This is the Sunken Garden Lake, I'm led to believe.
And they said that's a weeping sequoia.
Oh, not a willow, I guess. Look at this up here. It's more mining equipment or something. Cable. The quarry walls. Yeah, I was right. So this was a quarry.
We see so much in this right?
Này trên nhà kìa.
Look at these things. It's plain. Oh, these are all flowers that have fallen off. It looks like they put them there, right? And now there's the white ones. So there's a couple lilies down there. So here's a little stairway up. Up, up, up. Jesus Christ Almighty. Wonder what happened to Janet. Hey, there she comes. We were out there, and now, of course, we're over here. And there's the Sunken Garden Pond. And I believe there is only one way up and down. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Well, maybe.
So we came back up the stairs from the sunken garden. We were on that little mound for a little bit. And now we're going to move off in this direction through the forest. So they call that a concert lawn, and there's the stage back over there. And this looks like a carousel. So let's walk through there. But I don't think we're going to ride it.
I'm just happy I didn't fall off.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Me too. I was happy I got off.
Look at the giant butterflies.
Oh, she means topiary butterflies. So this kind of goes off into the distance. I guess we can walk on the grass now. So they've got two totem poles. They're pretty cool totem poles. Let's see what the sign says. Eagle with salmon, orca, bear with salmon. So these are only from 2004. At least that one is. And this one's from 2004 also. Puzzle tree.
Yeah, that's what they said. That's what it is.
Oh, see, I'm right.
Yeah. You got an A for it.
One monkey knows a monkey puzzle tree. That's the only kind of tree a monkey can't climb. My mommy used to say. Monkey puzzle.
Puzzle tree.
I was right. So this is a dragon fountain, I guess we call that. People throwing money in there. So we've reached another crossroads. Ah, Janet says, look at that tree. Look at these orange ones.
Look at the owl.
Owl. Oh, owl. Owlado.
Do you see the owl?
This is a fairly large tree. I mean, I can't get close to it. So, compared to me, it probably doesn't look that big. Oh, Coast Redwood. Planted in 1934. Sequoia sempervirens. We should be headed down to a rose garden. You know, I beg your pardon. Tulip tree. At least that's what I call it. Wind's picking up. Look at this kind of flower right here. Oh yeah, see, these are irises, fancy ones. Unfortunately, almost none of the roses are blooming. See, they're just getting ready. Boy, in another month, this will be a sea of color, right? But not right now. Rose
We took the.
I found some bloomed ones. Most of the others are just buds. That's all we've seen is buds. These guys are in bloom. Never seen a white iris like that.
And that is a weeping sycamore, if I read the brochure right. Never heard of such a thing. But it's so green and then so colorful with all the flowers. And that's where we walked up earlier, to that lookout point there. But you can see all the flowers through the trees there.
I will say earlier there would be like 100 bees here, and now I see 2.
It's getting dark. I like these little flowers.
The sunset's at 9.
They're mixed in with what were the tulips, but they've come and cut all the buds off. All the dead petals, I'm sorry.
Look. A future butterfly. Look out there. So, in case I didn't say it before, we're like in the middle of a forest. Those tulips have seen better days. Better days. Little iris.
These look pretty good.
And those things.
Wow.
The Dining Room Restaurant. That's an original name.
I love that was a different one though.
Birds. Two bus stops. That's the entrance right there to Butchart Gardens. There's one that says Sanichin and Swartz Bay. That's further on, further away from Victoria. And then over here at number 4, it says Royal Oak and Downtown. Well, downtown's where we want to go. That's where we got on the bus. That's where we're probably going to get off. So we're back where we started. The Empress Hotel is right there. Let's walk around to the front of it. There's the Royal BC Museum. Parliament building over there. So there it is. We're not going to go in for tea. Of course, it's 6:30, 7 o'clock now. Thought you might want to look at it. So it's a stately manor, right? There's a couple of the rickshaws. And a crosswalk.
Okay, they're stopping. You can cross. Come on,
Yeah. So There's a pedicab. And this area is called the Inner Harbor. And you can get tour boats and whatnot in here. Looks like some racing boats. So those are Ogden Point cruise shuttles. They shuttle you from here to the cruise port and from the cruise port to here. I think they're about $15 US, 18 Canadian. I'm not positive. A Disney song? Yep. The Small World After All. So down there are some flowers that say "Welcome to Victoria." See it? We're going to head back to the ship by way of Fisherman's Wharf. So we bought a real German pretzel from a real German.
Take it.
Danke, danke.
Finish it, finish it.
Remember, if you pay in US dollars, it's going to be less. Except on the bus. And there's Parliament, I've heard it called. The legislative offices. So this is the steamship grill and bar that we passed this morning. And that's what it is. So this is the same way we came in this morning to get the bus. Came from over there. Right, Belleville and some other streets, and I think I pointed at this and said Fisherman's Wharf is right down here, but there's a seawalk, so we're gonna take the seawalk and do away with the cars.
Of the Twin Cities.
Tribute to Canada. Ooh, look at the float plane. Wow. Centennial Z Park or Z1 Park? Okay, yeah, we can get back down to the water, or near the water, walk along there. David Foster Harbor Pathway. Look at this tree. Look at that girl. So you can get back up. There's a shorter way, you might say.
But this is a leisurely walk.
And largely peaceful. So that's the Empress Hotel right there in the center. Of course, it's far off now. Hey, we got Harbor Air taking off, I think. Or maybe they just landed, I don't know. These are the little water taxis. They go from Fisherman's Wharf over to the Inner Harbor there by the Empress. Probably have several more stops along the way. I don't know what this one's doing. making a zigzag. I think he's got nobody on there, so he's just fooling around. There's the water taxis. Sun's getting low. That's Fisherman's Wharf, dead ahead. Although we have to go around there to get to it. So the walk is sometimes paved, sometimes a boardwalk.
Sometimes gravel.
Yeah, sometimes gravel. And there is Fisherman's Wharf. So we just need to walk around here and walk out there. So those are boathouses.
Houseboats.
Houseboats. Yeah. Boathouse where you keep a boat. Houseboat is where you keep a person. We're gonna walk around there and go out on it. And here we are. Remember, we walked down this street this morning. So Fisherman's Wharf. A lot of people leaving Fisherman's Wharf. Not very many arriving. I guess we should be on the other side of these chains, huh?
Yeah, because we're on the street.
See, they can close it off if they want to. Not sure what the hours are, but we may find out, huh? So good food and cold beer, Cocoa Grill. It's ice cream, beer, seafood, phony palapas. Goes over there, lots of restaurants. Not really any gift shops or souvenir shops. I mean, I guess there may be some, but it's mostly food. Mostly food. Fish and chips dinner, one piece, $16.99. Remember, that's Canadian though. That's Barb's. There are other places down there. There's Mexican seafood. At least that's what the sign says, see? Puerto Vallarta Amigos. And then when you go down here, these are private homes, right? See? Private homes, private homes, private homes. They just want you to know these are private homes. Not that you can't walk down there. We're gonna walk down the next one. It's more colorful. Wow, that's a 3-story, maybe? Anyway, there's some over there and there's some on the next one. You see, they go and they go and they go. And everybody wants to come down and see. Water taxi. Floating B&B. There's a water taxi leaving. Whale watching tours. And it pretty much ends over here with the Four Winds Nest Boutique. Oh, so see, there is a little souvenir shop. They're closed. Which is getting dark, so, you know. A lot of stuff there. A lot of stuff. So there's Fisherman's Wharf. There's another seaplane taking off. The cry of a lonely gull. And I'm in the road. Come up here from Fisherman's Wharf and there's a park. Check that out. A little playground. Lots of grass. Her. See? slide. And the ship is just off that way. In fact, I see one of them. Fisherman's Wharf, park, and the street back to the ships. And they are open. Shoal Point Coffee House. Variety of espresso drinks and sandwiches. If this sign is here, we are open. That's funny. Ooh, look at that. Hey, that's our ship. There's the Crown Princess, Celebrity Edge, and Ovation of the Seas, Quantum. See the ships a little better. Plane off in the distance. So Ogden Point North. That's where our ship is. You come from the street and there's a crosswalk, and then it leads you ship. See that? And then if you were coming the other way, it's town. Don't get confused. Town that way, ship that way. And Starfish. I'm not sure which way Starfish is. So when you get back here, there's return to ship signs. There's a little shop here, little store. Bathrooms, they call them washrooms. There's more out there. You're gonna have to show them your ship card or your medallion, and of course the inevitable line. Western stevedoring. So that concludes our visit to Butchart Gardens.
In Victoria, Canada.
The Butchart Gardens.
It was beautiful.
So from Butchart Gardens,
I'm Janet,
and I'm Gareth.
and we'll see you in the next port. Or the
Bye.
next sea day.
Yeah, bye-bye.